Right, welcome to part 3. Hopefully you've watched part 1 and 2. And you're mostly bored to death because it's quite slow going. It's basically to introduce you to Styx skills. But in this next area, you have to think about things a bit more. Now, with my playthrough in here, I wouldn't do exactly what I do. I just do things because I've played through it a couple of times. I do things in a certain way, but adventure through this game, because this next room you can do in so many different ways. So just generally just watch what I'm up to, and if you think anything's useful, then happy days. So you've got a couple of guys wandering around and you've got a couple of guys stationary. And there's some dudes in the basement that you could hear talking there.
It's gigantic here. I'll have to use the amber vision to find my way.
Now, the amber vision in here, you can use it, but you don't have to. I put out as many lamps as I can first, just to make it nice and dark. You can put out these lamps without... Sometimes you put out lamps and it alerts the guys that are wandering around, and sometimes it doesn't, but you'll know as you play the game. You'll work it out. Now, there is a load of dudes down in this basement, right? But if you can turn that handle, if you can see it there between the round wheel...
Never find the time to write my poems.
Shut up. This round crane thing, this wheel and the crate here, in between those two you can see a wheel in the distance. Up on a steam thing with a guy working next to it. See him up there? If you can turn that, it releases a load of gases. And that gases all the guys in the lower area.
Everything wears out so fast here. It makes you wonder if there isn't some
Right.
sort of crap in the air.
Grab that. Go around there. Right. I think first chap I'll get rid of is... This guy in here is asleep at the minute, so you have to be careful a little bit because you can grab him straight off the bat. But there's a guy just round the corner sometimes. He's alright at the minute, he's down there. But he comes up and then turns around in this corridor. So you have to be careful that he doesn't see that body. So we'll hide here for a second until this chap finishes his rounds. So he goes round here. He always goes round in a loop. That's it. So let's go and shove this body, just put it out of sight in here. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Right. You can hide down these grates. Like that, when a dude's coming, and then gives you a really good view of the floor area and who's coming. And then you press the Y again to come out. So let's get rid of this lamp, make it nice and dark. Let's go back down here again, because I think the guy's coming back round, is he? Is he? I can hear footsteps. I thought he was coming. There he is. Right, let's go back down that... Right, great. And we'll grab him next. We'll knock him off. Come on, chap. I don't suppose he's paid that well, so I won't be in much of a hurry either. Right, let's get him. Sneak him behind him. Give him the magic treatment. Remember, it's always hold for a silent kill, and you can tap the X for a fast kill if you really want to get rid of them quickly. But they yell out and will alert other soldiers and enemies and stuff like that. So again, we'll pop him through there like that. Right, So to get up these stairs and get that chap up on the top there, you have to be careful, because in this room to the left, there's a guy. So there he is. So we want to take him out. So hopefully this guy up here doesn't spot me. Actually, I'm going to move out of the way. Go just there, so he doesn't see me. So there's this guy, he'll come through here. Let's grab him just there, out of sight. There we go. He's sorted. We'll hide him down here for a minute. We'll put this lamp out. It's up to you, right? Be careful of the broom and bucket, not to tap it, because it alerts the soldiers. Right, you see that guy up there? That's the one we want to do over so we can get to that release valve. In here, if we look through the door, there's an area in here with a dude walking round. We can do that now, I think. Where is he? He does quite a quick round, this guy. But there's a guy there as well. Can you see him? Look, just there. He's stationary. So we want to grab and do over that guy over the other side of the chamber. So we'll let him come up the stairs. Yeah, here he comes. So I'll get out of the way here a minute. Because he won't come through this door. He's not very suspicious. And then we'll do him just there. And then he's well out the way of that other guy over there. So we'll move him. We'll put him over there with the other chap. There we go. Right. So what we can do is do I like to sometimes just trigger them a little bit, like so we can hide under the tables in here. You can get up on the rafters above by going through the other room. I'll show you that in a bit. But if we can just trigger him slightly to move.
Let's take
Yep,
a closer.
that's it. You'll soon get bored. Sometimes they look under the table, so be very careful if you hide under to make sure you can move along. There. So what we'll do is we'll sneak out right now and get him. Sort him out. See you later, fella. Have a nice time in your next life. Right, I think I can't pick up either of those vials because I think I've got amber. Actually, I can, if I take a vial of life, to top it all the way up, and then, yeah, I can grab another one of them. So that's that area done. There's nothing special in here. It's just a load of stuff. Yeah, there's a little hidey hole underneath there if you ever get stuck and you want somewhere to hide. There we go. Yeah, like I say, there's nothing else exciting in here. I've never noticed that little wheel before. Shame that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Right. That's that done. So let's go through here. Let's sort out this chap up on this thing because we want to release this gas to do over the other fellas. So jump on this table. I know there's no soldiers in that vicinity just there, so we're all clear to jump up here. And have this guy. There is 2 guys in this upper level up there, so you have to be careful. I'd pick up his body and yeah, let's get it. Just hide it out of the way. Like I say, if there's a tiny alert, you see, they stay in a small area, so they won't find the bodies in their own small vicinity that they're in. So if you move these bodies out the way, it makes the alert less frantic. Let's call it frantic. Oh look, they've put a bucket and spade, a bucket and sweeping brush right next to the wheel. So let's be very careful here. Right, press the wheel. So that's released a load of gas. So you can hear a load of choking then. It's just done an auto save, but I want to save this here just in case. So I want to overwrite my last save. Carry on. So if we go downstairs now, I'll just show you really quickly. Actually, you can see through here. You see the chap? Look, he's dead on the floor. And all in the bottom level here, they're all dead. Now, if you don't know that, you would have to walk all around the bottom level and kill all the dudes and sort them all out. But that's a little bit of a shortcut. So if you can manage that, then hooray. So we'll just walk round the bottom level now so I can show you. So watch out for that chap through there. We're going to sort them out in a bit. So down here, all the guys should be dead. Let's put these lamps out. Oh no, we can't put those ones out. Plenty of vials of life in here, but I'm full. My stocks are full. Nothing exciting through here. I don't think there's any coins through here either. I thought there was one on a table in a corner, but maybe not. They're just spread all over the place, the coins. I'd like to have a look round. See if there's anything. Nah. Right. Go down here. If you ever do want to take your time and just knock all these fellas out one by one instead of releasing the gas, you've got a hidey hole just there that you can go in and out of. I think, I don't know, usually that's open, I think, under there. Oh no, I tell you what, there's a little bit through here. There's these little tunnels. Always have a good adventure because these tunnels are all over the place and they can make the game way easier to play. So that takes you all the way through. Yeah, that can pop you back in here. If you carry on through there, I know it takes you into the other level where we're going to sort out next, where there's a few guys. There's that one there. Look at him, he's coming. So, back through here. Ta-dum. Oh no, I didn't want to go all the way through. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Just waste more of our time, eh? Right. Doesn't matter if I knock the bucket. Doesn't matter, you can leave the bodies down here because the gases have knocked them all off anyway. So there's some coins down here dotted around. So make sure you grab them. I tend to, when I do the areas like this, I'll leave the lamps lit until I've sorted the area, then put the lamps out once I've had a good look round, and then I know I've been through that area. Always check the bodies because sometimes they carry knives, but the problem is we haven't got the skill yet for messing with knives. So, yeah. So it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I just thought I'd mention it though. Through here. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. No goodies to have. Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't miss any coins. Is there any more in here? There's another vial of life there, but we have got plenty No coins over here. Right. Put these lamps out. And we're all done on this lower level. So normally you'd have to mess around for ages, you know, knocking off the dudes. But you release those gases like that, it cuts it short by at least, yeah, mess around down here for about 10 minutes, I'd say. Right. Right, sorry if there's a change in the scene. My OBS crashed again. Yeah, we released the gases down here. We got the coin from down here. We're going to go through that area in a minute where that chap is, but we're just going to run upstairs first, because on the upper level I know where there's a coin to collect. So if we go through here, up these stairs, past that wheel that we used to release the gases. Let's put that flame out. Yeah, these chaps are dead, you see, up here. The gases reached all the way up here. You see that pipe reaching across to the wall over there? That goes through to that chamber where we knocked off those two guys, where I hid underneath the table. You know what I mean. Over here, there's another thing to distinguish. We'll grab this coin real quick. Yeah, there's nothing else really to do up here. Not that I know of anyway. If anyone else knows of anything any different, you can have a good climb around and practice your climbing skills. But we're not doing that. So if we go through this little tunnel, we can get an idea of what we're dealing with on the next section. So in here, there's a lot of dudes hanging around. We've got all sorts to sort out. So a quick shortcut to get rid of some of the guys is another poisoning episode, is by releasing a wheel again, which releases the gases, turning a wheel, which releases the gases. You see there's 3 of these orange chambers in this big room. The middle one, to the back of that middle one, is the wheel that we need to turn round and release the gas. So that's my main aim as a starter. There's a room down here to the right, which I'm going to tackle first, with 2 guys in it. I tell you what we'll do. Can we throw some sand at that? Yeah, get that put out. This chap here, I don't know whether to get him first. He's coming this way. Could I get him first? I think I'm gonna have a go at him. I'll wait till he turns round, and then I will jump down and have him. Here we go.
I heard something.
No, you didn't.
Strange.
There we go. Sorted him out. Right, we'll quickly pop him in here. Out of the way. There we go. Right, there was a room with 2 guys in it down here. So this is where we came in. So down this little corridor. I forgot about this chap. We've got to knock him off. Now you got to be careful knocking him off, because like I say, there's this. Sometimes there's that guy around that corner, but we got rid of him, so we're all right. There we go. What I'll do is I'll just put him. There's not really any point in hiding the bodies on this side, but lob him down there. There we go. Right, I'm going to go into this room here. This has got 2. This is a librarian type guy in here with no weapon. And then just to the left, there's a guy with, yeah, he's a soldier with a weapon. So we've got to be careful. So we'll unlock this door. Come on, Styx, hurry up. There we go. Right, get the door open. There's a vial of amber just there if you need it. We don't need it at the minute. So sometimes this guy looks left and right randomly, and it's an easy way of grabbing him if he looks the other way. It looks like at the minute he's pretty intent on just looking straight forwards. So yeah, there's the librarian guy just there. He doesn't have a weapon, but he can shout and alert the other dudes. So, right, so we're going to try and sneak round here very carefully. And then I'm going to release my trigger and press X. And that got him sorted without alerting anybody. And then we'll get underneath this table. Don't knock the chair. If you knock the chair just there, it'll alert this chap. So you got to be really careful with him. Sort him out. There we go. Just for laughs, we'll put him in the trunk. And actually, just for laughs, we will grab this fella, pick him up, and we'll put him in the wardrobe. There we go. Yeah, and like I say, we don't need any vials of amber. We've got plenty. Right. So if you have a quick look down here, there's two fellas down here, but there's a better angle of getting to these two. Oh, that wasn't a good way of doing things. I pressed the wrong button on my controller. Good job that tunnel was there. Oh no. One day I'll play this game right. Now they're going to spot all the bodies down here, aren't they?
The next time, you won't escape me.
That's what you think, Sunshine. Where is he? Right, that wasn't the cleverest thing. That's not the way to do it. So, right. So let's get on with this. I meant to stay up on that ledge. I meant to actually throw my sand at the torches on the wall to extinguish them before I got down there. But, yeah, as you saw, I didn't do it like that. I actually fell off. So what we'll do is we'll go through here because we want to get into this chamber. I want to get to that gas lever release valve thing as soon as I can, because then it's going to save me a lot of work of trying to knock these guys off. Yeah, because if I try and knock him off here, that'll alert that other guy. That was close. He nearly saw me then. Yeah, there's this guy around here with the pokey hat type of thing. He spots things really quickly, that chap. So I wonder if I can get him. Might have been a mistake doing that, but might be all right.
Doesn't seem to be.
That was close. Very close. So I've got a guy. Let's put the body there a minute. Hopefully no one will see it just there. So we've got this guy over there that I've got to be careful with that he doesn't spot me. We've got a guy there, but if we go over here,
Doesn't seem to be.
now this will release a load of gas. Yes. And that has knocked off a whole load of them. There you go. So now you can wander around and have a good look round. Put this out. So there's nothing in this room really. There's just that one coin on the table. Yeah, all these chaps are dead. The lower level down these stairs, the chaps will be dead as well, I think, from what I can remember. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, they're still alive. There's another release valve down there. So it's just this upper level here that we've managed to gas. Ah, there's another coin. I wondered where that other coin was. I think we'll get the full 10 coins then for this level by the time we've finished it. We'll put these out. Right, so I think we got the coin up on this table. There's one up on the table. Oh no, we didn't. Let's grab that. Put this out. I'll just look over here so you get your bearings on where we are, because that was the 3 chambers that we were looking down on from up on that level at the top. That's where I fell off down that end, stupidly enough. Right, so we've got the coins from there. Yeah, let's go back down. I can run around now. You don't have to sneak, because at the minute all these fellas are dead, so you can whiz around doing all your stuff. Let's put that out so we know we've been over here. I think these guys are dead through here. I think. Got to be careful. Where are they? They're not in here, are they? It's weird. I don't know where they actually died. Oh well. We'll put all these out anyway, just so we know we've been round this area. Down this stairway just here. So there's a chap just there and a librarian guy who's unarmed. But like I say, he shouts if he gets alerted. We'll sort them out in a minute, because we'll get down to the lower level, release the gas down there as well, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. We'll grab the 2. We've got another 2. I think we've got another 2 coins to find. So we'll go through here. We'll go down this way. Start sneaking now, because there'll be some soldiers down this bit. Right, there'll be one that patrols that corridor. Now the... That was close. Let's go up here. Right, the lever is just round here. So as soon as we get this, that should... Oh, yeah, that's got him. See him passing out over there. There we go. Lovely. Right. Yeah, so getting these gas valve things, that's our 10 out of 10 on the coins as well. So those gas valves cut out a whole load of work of having to go around silently killing all these chaps. If you do come down here and they're not dead, there's a little tunnel that takes you through there. A sneaky tunnel there. There's another vial of life if you need it. I don't think there's much more to show you. We'll go through. Oh, I'll pick up some sand, because the sand is useful for putting out these lamps. Right, we'll put this one out just here. Go up here. We'll turn this one out so we know we've been along here. Right, remember I showed you those 2 guys? There was a librarian and there's an armed chap as well.
Cut the roots?
We were looking down the stairs at these 2.
Around. It's about as much use as bird shit on a pump handle.
Unfortunately not. Sawing a root of the tree is a breach of the treaty with the elves. You be hanged for it.
Yeah, wow. Right, he goes down the stairs now. So I'm gonna get out and grab this chap, do him in. Like that. We'll grab his body real quick and chuck it. I think I can get it. No, can't get it under there. Let's put this out. And I'm not going to risk. I'm going to get that chap. I think he's through here now, down those stairs. He might have succumbed to the gas, actually, if he'd come through here. Has he? Let's hit save just in case he hasn't. I don't want him doing me in. Yeah, he must be. That must be him there. So, yeah, that's that lower level done. Like I say, it's a lot of work to come through here if you don't know about the gas thing. You can go through here. It lights up with fire, but it's a good place to hide. And the same in these areas in here as well. You can go into them, but there's nothing in there, nothing hidden. It's just good places to hide. Right, let's get out of here. And we will go to his hideout. There's a hideout for him to find his buddies. And they tell him some information. You get up to it by getting up here. What a climb. If I show you where I am as well, so you know, basically it's that room. So that was the room where there was that librarian and the soldier, and I fell off that ledge there. I was looking down at that cart down the bottom there, and I fell off the ledge. So that's where we are, and we're climbing up in this room. If you're over the other side, you can climb up that little crane, but we're doing it via these things. So here we go. It says towards the hideout, 2 meters. So we've done all that stuff. Press Y to leave. And then it does an auto save as well through there.
Shit. A sliding grill. I'm stuck. This is impossible.
No, it's not.
There's got to be a way.
Yeah, there is a way. You go along here. There's some of those hidden things on the wall that you can jump onto. If you just face it and walk out, he'll drop down onto them. Oh, there's one there as well. One there. There you go. And then he's safe and sound down the bottom.
Hey, Styx, over here.
Yeah?
What's that? Somebody there?
What do you want? Hello?
It's Ozcan.
Ah.
I'll open the passage for you. Hurry up inside.
You all right? I am waiting.
Oh, my head. Yeah, I know that name. Ozcan. Yes, you can trust him. Anyway, you don't have a choice.
About time, Styx. I've been waiting for ages. I was beginning to wonder if Barryman and his gang hadn't done you in.
There was a slight hitch. Well, I think so. My head feels like a wagon's gone through it. Well, we'll take care of that later. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to tell you that I found a hideout, like you asked me to.
I asked you? Yeah, of course I asked you. Damn this headache. Must be why I can't remember what I did even yesterday. Good. I'm off to the hideout then. You'll tell me the way?
All you have to do is follow the marks I made here and there. You'll see. This is my personal system. As soon as you see the mark, then you know that one of my hiding places is near. You can go inside. There's one close by, with, as it happens, a list of other hiding places. You'll see. I often put some useful stuff inside.
Thanks. I'm off.
Whoa, wait. you'll have to pick up the sewer pry bar in another hiding place. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't tell you. The hideout is in the sewers. But you know how it is. The more it smells like shit, the quieter it is. You'll fit right in.
And to think I was beginning to like you.
Sorry to disappoint you, but with your looks it's best not to take risks. And anyway, the royal suite was already taken. In short, go on ahead, pick up the pry bar, and open the entrance to the sewers. I'll see you at the hideout.
Well, well. Looks like Ozcan carries a flask in his belt. Let's hope I haven't lost my touch.
Yeah. So Ozcan is sort of like his buddy. I don't know, you can't tell. But yeah, if you needed another vial of, I think he's carrying a vial of life, you can pickpocket him. And this is the way you pickpocket enemies as well, or anyone else. You walk up behind them and then you press the Y button. There you go. And steals whatever they're carrying. It can be knives sometimes and stuff like that. So there's nothing in this bottom room to find. So at this point is where you can start using the amber vision thing. So it's the left trigger and the Y, and you see it lights up areas of any interest. So we'll head up there where those amber.
I could easily find these marks with my amber vision.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, Sunshine. What we just did. There's another chap up here to talk to.
Beat it, old man.
Oh, watch out, Styx. After what I did for you, you better keep your tongue behind your teeth.
What? What did you do for me?
I gave you the plans that will take you to the relics of the atrium. That cost me this fucking amber scar on my face. Besides,
Potty mouth.
I shouldn't go too far.
The relics of the atrium?
You kidding me, Styx? Yes, the relics, the last objects of the great
Wearing
fallen
veins
lords.
on the outside
Yeah,
of
of
his
course
arms.
it rings a bell.
Yeah, well, good luck. I paid enough for this shit and all your schemes.
I should keep my eyes peeled. These relics must be pretty valuable.
Yeah, we talked about relics before. So if you press the little arrow button on your Xbox controller, it brings you into this screen, and it's got your main objectives and secondary. Its main objectives is get the pry bar in the next level, and secondary is to steal a relic, which is down a well. Our skills don't work yet because we haven't got to our main area where we earn them. The relic, which we're looking for, is, like I say, is down a well, and that's it. So we'll get out of that a minute. So again, in here, I know to go up there, up this chamber above us, but if you were new to the game, you wouldn't. But if you, like I say, if you use the amber vision, there you go. It shows you to climb up there, and it helps to look around as well to show you over anything else of any interest. So we'll climb up like that, climb up like that, get on there, and then there's some more hooks in the wall over here. There we go. You go through this tunnel, drop down here, like so. Right, so this level through here now, there should be a chap just there. Yeah, there is. Let's just drop down here a minute. We'll put the light out a minute. See, there's two knives sticking in the wall here. Pick them up. They will be very useful. As you see on the left in the text, it says the information for the knives. You get to your knives again by scrolling through. On the bottom right there, you can see it scrolling through the different things. And you can throw the knives the way you do the sand. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here because this level is quite big and it deserves a section all of itself. So, yeah, I'm going to do that in Styx Master of Shadows Part 4, I'd say. So, yeah, it's all good. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please, because I am building my channel, and it really helps to know that people are watching and liking my content. If you don't want to like and subscribe, just leave a comment even saying how I could improve my footage or gameplay, or do I talk too much? Stuff like that. Just any comment you want, that'd be brilliant. Anyway, thanks guys. See ya. Bye.